Well, hello, David Tao back again with you for the next part of your guitar journey here at nextlevelguitar.com. All right, let's take some more bar chords and practice moving them around in another long progression. Now, you've probably done these before with us, so I'm just going to hop right into it, okay? And first thing is, obviously, you're going to have to know all the chords that we're talking about here before you can try and change them and get proficient at them. So, the chords you're going to need to play this exercise are, we're going to go with an A minor 7th or a minor 7th chord on the 6th string root. So A minor 7th will be our first chord. Then we're going to take that to a D9. So you got to need to know a 9th chord on the 5th string root. In this instance, we're playing a D9 at the 5th fret. Love that chord. And then a 7th chord. The next chord will be a G7th, 6th string root. And then you need to know a 5th string major chord. In this instance, we're going to play C major. 5th string root. Mute that low E string with that first finger, spilling over. Then B flat major 7th. The real jazzy major 7th chord. 6th string root, major 7th chord you're going to need to know. Then from there, we're playing that B flat. We're going to go to an F major 7th, and that's on the 5th string root, so you got to need to know that 5th string root major 7th. Real jazzy chords. Then we're going to play a 6th string root minor 9, and that's a beautiful chord. It's very easy because if you already know your minor 7th, you just add your pinky to the high E string on that. For instance, if we're playing it in C, just add your pinky on that 9th, that 2nd, which is the D note, high E string 10th fret. So you play your minor 7, add that pinky on that high E. See, you hear that extra color? It's adding that 9, you have a minor 9. Then from there, you're going to go to the G sus2, and that's on a 5th string root, so you got to know that suspended 2nd, 5th string root, real ringy chord. Then to an A major, basic 6th string root major chord, which you're probably playing like nothing, old hat right now. And then an E13 chord, which is on the, we're going to do it on the 5th string root. And that's like playing a 9, and with your pinky, you grab the 13th on the high E string. Next chord will be a G sharp 7th, 7th chord, 6th string root. And the last chord, C sharp minor 7th, a minor 7th chord, 5th string root. There's all your chords, and now we're going to play them in this progression, one after another, and the goal again is to get really proficient at changing them and moving from one to the next, keeping that wrist down, keeping your fingers glued to those strings, not slipping a credit card between your fingers and the strings, and sliding around, hitting those root notes, okay? So these will be flashed on the screen. Write this in your practice log and circle any changes that you're having trouble with, and then work on those changes individually, the mechanics of those back and forth, and soon you'll be blistering through this. And like all our previous ones, at first do it with a slow quarter note, then try it with an 8th note strum, like strum 1, strum 2, strum 3, whatever, then go to start at 2 measures per chord, go to 1 measure per chord. Then maybe try it with a 16th note strum or a funky strum or one of the other strums, or make up a strum. Again, the goal is that all these 15 different chords we're using here, right? Get proficient at changing this. Songs that have 5, 6 bar chord changes in them will be like nothing. Piece of cake, can of corn, easy as pie. Back me up, Tim Gilbert.
Easy.
Easy. All right, so let's start with that beautiful A minor 7th on the 6th string root. Let's go with a nice slow quarter note. You can play with me. You'll see this on the screen. Write this down, and we'll take it nice and slow at first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7. D9. G7. 3. C major. 5th string root. Then I gotta get that B flat major 7th to that F major 7th. Here's that C minor 9. All the way up to that G suspended 2nd. To the A major. Here comes that E13. G sharp 7, 2, 3. C sharp minor 7. Very good. Very good. So, at first go nice and slow. You might even want to go slower. Or you could play, by this point in your guitar journey, you should be playing lots of different strums in time and having fun. And you could even do like a more jazzy with a chuck. I'm just making it a little bit more interesting, right? All I'm doing there, I'm actually using all downstrokes. Down, chuck, down, 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 chuck, down, 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 down. See, that's an all downstroke strum. Right on the beat, but it just sounds a little bit more jazzier. Chuck. And then you go to that D9. G7. To the C major. And so on and so forth, okay? Then do them with your eighth note strum patterns, right? You might even want to start it, because these have a little bit more complex changes. Start at 2 measures per chord, like that A minor 7th, strum 2. D9, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, G7, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, up, down, down, up, down, up, B flat major 7. And so on and so forth. So I'm using all my strums. I'm pulling all the stuff out of the arsenal to use as practice. Then try it 1 measure per chord. Just go, up, down, down, change, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay? The goal is you want to make it from the beginning, first chord, the A minor 7th, to the C sharp minor 7th, in all the different patterns without stopping, and then make up your own strums. Okay? As long as you're playing in time. All right? And you could set the metronome up so it's pop, and your foot's tapping along, and you'll have it. And then when you're when you get really proficient in all those different ways with this progression, take the progression backwards, because this way you won't have just memorized, where the chords are. So backwards, you're going to play the C sharp minor 7th first to the G sharp 7, right? Then you got to get to that E13. It's going to look very different playing it backwards to the A major, to that. Then you got to get way down to that G sus2, right? So do that whole progression and do it backwards, and it just gives you a whole another way of looking at these chords and getting proficient at your changes. So take it, with that nice 8th note strum. To the G7, up, down, down. E13 to the A major, and so on and so forth. And as you learn more and more strums, come back to these exercises. You can even take, by this point in your journey, you should be getting proficient at a lot of these changes. So take long strings of chords and put them together yourself and set a goal. And say, I'm going to blast through these. I'm going to get from that first chord to the last without stopping, with just 1 measure per chord. Or maybe even with using like a three hits per chord or 1 hit per chord. Right? Really push yourself. And this is going to make your chord changing and your bar chord changing and your moving around the neck so much easier and more fluid. All right? So add that to your practice regimen. Keep practicing the right things. Keep developing your ear. Learn the notes on the neck and all the other things we're talking about in this section, and you're going to be rocking out like a madman or woman in nothing flat.
Rock on.
See you soon.